Hey everyone, it's Sarah, and I am here with a little bit more prep for my December daily before the month starts. Sorry guys, I don't know how to turn off, silent the notifications on my computer. Sorry. I'm having kind of all sorts of issues. iPhoto keeps quitting on me and doesn't save my voiceovers, so I'm repeating voiceovers constantly. I feel like I've been talking for 3 hours, and I think I actually have. So, I may try to do this in chunks as far as my voiceovers go. I may have to pause and just so that it saves part of it, so that way if it cuts off, at least part of it is saved. Anyway, back to my December daily. So I'm doing a couple more pages here that are going to be I can put them in wherever I need to in the album. I can either make them on a day or they can just be a little insert. So I'm going to kind of just get them prepped and ready to go. First thing I want to show you, though, is this little thing that I got in the mail. That's from the post office. It says your 2014 holiday playbook, and I love that. So I'm probably going to cut that up and use that in my album somewhere. And this breaks. Yeah, awesome. And I get angry, and I'm like, why? So instead of trying to fix it, I don't even know if I can fix it. I'm just going to take this twine that was on it and tie it around the bottom part there and leave that there, and then I'm just going to embellish the top. I'm not going to worry about trying to fix it. It's not really that important to me. So this is a little envelope page that came in the album, and I'm going to use some quick dry adhesive right there, right on the knot, and that's going to dry clear, so you won't be able to see it once it's completely dry. So I'm putting this little lace border punch that I got from somebody. I think someone had punched it and gave it to me. I've had it for a long time, so I'm finally using it and sticking my fingers in the quick dry adhesive. It probably should have been the last thing I did, honestly. I keep sticking my fingers in it. So I have this little library card, which is a cut apart sheet from Studio Calico from a long time ago. And I had cut out a bunch of the library cards from the paper because I liked them. So I have a little red one, so I'm going to use that for my journaling spot. And I'm using these candy cane thickers, and I'm spelling out the words Dear Santa. And what I'm going to do is I had Kaylin write out her wish list. I gave the girls a Walmart catalog and kind of told them to go through and kind of let us know what they want and think about what they want to ask Santa for. And they circled the entire thing. So that didn't help. They literally circled the entire thing. So I gave Kaylin the catalog and said, here, take your notebook, make a list of your top 10 things that you want from this catalog. And then she has a few other things that were not in the catalog that she knows she is going to ask for. Then we know what that is. So she took it. She took some markers. I gave her my Sharpies, and she wrote out her top 10 things that she wanted from there. So that kind of helps give us a little bit of a jumping off point for grandparents and stuff for kind of some things that she would want. So she wrote that down, and then I'm going to use the same notebook paper for Layla's, and I'm going to write out a couple things that Layla has pointed out. And there's only really 2, so she's a little more difficult to buy for because she's only 3 years old, so she doesn't quite vocalize everything quite yet. So we're still kind of trying to figure out what she wants. We know what she likes, though, so there is that. So I'm using one of these little stamp stickers here from Basic Gray, sorry. And I use a little tag that says list, and that is from Evalicious that came in the November Hip Kit. And then that little epoxy sticker that I just put down, it says yes please, and that's from Freckled Fawn. And then there's the little banner that says wish list at the top. It's gray, and that came from the Ellie's Studio die cut pack that came in the November Hip Kit as well. So I'm just doing my journaling here on the tag, and I'm just talking about how they circled the entire catalog, which did not help us, so I made them narrow it down. And that is these are their wish lists for this year. And I'm using the same paper from Kaylin's notebook for Layla's just so that they match, and I'm going to write their names on them as well. And I'm just going to stick those into the envelope, and that'll be fun to pull out years from now and kind of know what kind of toys they were into or what kind of things they wanted at this age. So I think it's cute. And then I'm going to end up putting, I'll go back and put 2x2 picture of Layla going through the catalog that I have. I'm going to go back and put that on there. Okay, and for my second page, I'm going to use one of these pieces of paper that is included in the album, and I'm going to use it to talk about kind of make a list of movies that we want to watch this year. Every year we make a list of movies that we want to watch, or we think about movies we want to watch for the holidays, and we never do. So we just don't make the time to do it. So this year, since we're not going to be very busy, we are going to make the time to watch a whole bunch of movies and introduce the girls to some new movies, and let the girls watch some of their favorites as well. So we're going to take advantage of the not so busy season for us this year. So I'm using these black glitter thickers as well as these Kelly Perky black letter stickers to do my title. It's just going to be movies to watch. And I'm putting a tag down there on the bottom just to kind of use as a guide as far as you know, if I want to put a date tag down there, I can do that. So I can use that for one of the days where maybe we don't have a whole lot going on or something. I don't know if I'm going to be using it for that or if it's just going to be like a filler or whatever. So I'm just putting that down there just to kind of mask off where I should not be doing any stamping as far as putting down these things. So that's why that's there. It's not going to stay there though. So I'm using the Studio Calico letters, letter stamps. These are old. I think these are like maybe 2 years old, and they have been loved, as you can see. I've used them quite a bit. And they come with a solid and an outline, which is super awesome. So I'll show you the first title of a movie that we're going to watch, and it's Love Actually. That's me and Josh's favorite. So I'll show you how I'm going to do it, and then I'm going to take it over to the TV and finish up the rest of the stamping while I'm watching some shows, because it takes a long time. So I am using some StazOn ink in Cherry Pink. And from the stamps, I'm trying to clean them, but they have so much ink on them from being used so much that I just can't get it completely clean, which is actually fine because it ends up looking kind of vintagey almost, because it's mostly pink, but it has like a little bit of black mixed in every so often. So I actually really like the way it turned out. It turned out really cute. So I don't mind that. So I'm going to do all the solid in this cherry pink color, and then I'm going to use my black StazOn and use that as the outline so that you can really see the outline of the letters. So I really like the way it turned out. So I'm going to do the outlining now just so you can see how I have to do it. And it's I can't line them up the way that I did with the solid letters just because they, you know, I may not line up the stamps the same way. So I had to do the outlining, you know, each one separately, if that makes any sense. You'll see the way I do it. So I just kind of put them all on my stamp block that I need, so they're all there. So I'm doing the L's here. I have 3 L's to do. And that's why it takes forever. The actual words didn't take forever, but the outlining took forever. So I just have to, you know, do them all separately to make sure that they line up correctly. So I'm going to do that. And I really do like the way it turned out. And the stamping really did take forever because I fill up the entire front and the entire back of this page of movies. And it's mostly, you know, it's not, oh, there's so many movies. It's because the letters are big. So that's why. And some of the movie titles take up 2 lines, you know, if they're longer. So I have a few of our favorites. A few are actually going to be new. And, you know, the girls have their favorites as well. So I made sure to include all of them. And for the Y, I didn't have the Y. I think it kept falling off the packaging. I either threw it away or I lost it or something. So I'm using the top of an X and the bottom of a T to kind of make the Y outline, and that works just fine. So that's the first one. And I'm going to come back in a second and show you the rest of them, and it's going to be a slowed down video so you can actually see all of them. So there is the finished product. I have Love Actually, Elf on the Shelf, Santa Claus, Babes in Toyland, Home Alone, Elf. We've never seen Elf, so we're going to watch that. And Home Alone, my girls haven't seen that yet, so we're going to show them that. National Lampoon. Josh has not seen that. Who are you, Josh? Are you serious? So those are all the ones that we're going to watch this year. And I'm going to use this stamp. This is from Studio Calico, and it has a little check mark on it. So I'm going to use that little check mark, and as we watch them, I'm going to stamp next to them that we watched them so we can see what we watched. And that's it. Hope you guys have a great day.